What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another video brought to you by Caught Out Ones, right? So watch out for these, the cowards out here that's not putting the truth out there, just speculating. That's what they do, speculate and watch, right? So they just watch us speculate, especially for the chosen ones, right? We out here putting in our work, right? They not putting in the work, right? And everything they do is all performative, right? So this is why we don't be bothered with these Christians. We even be bothered with the lukewarm, all the stuff out here, because they all performative in their ways and their actions, right? So that's why we keep our circle small. We don't have a big, large audience, right? We don't need all of that, right? Chosen ones are comfortable in their own skin. They are comfortable in their own way. They don't need a big, large crowd just to, get some type of validation and all that, right? We don't need none of that, right? There's always the ones that need a crowd, that need an audience, that has, an issue with us, right? And the thing is that we don't need all of that. We don't need a crowd, an audience, and all that, right? Because we know how to handle our own business and do what we gotta do, right? So, yeah, these are the ones, the street thugs, the gangsters, that be out here talking that's not really about it, right? Cowards, right? Because if you're so gangster, you're so tough and all that, right? Why not go against those that are antagonizing your community, right? Why not go against the Freemasons, right? Why not go against the Divine Nine, right? Why not go against the Boule, right? Why not go against those that are oppressing the people, right? Those are the ones who are doing all this stuff that's in the community, right? You should be talking about those things, right? But no, you want to go against those who are actually doing the truth, right? Putting out these encouragements, right? That's doing the work. Those are the ones you want to, rise up against, right? That's why, you just got to know how to battle alone, right? So, yeah, battle alone and don't have all these, you don't need all of that, right? So, vibe alone, do what you got to do, handle your business, you got to stop, right? So, the thing is that in these streets, right, the thing is that there's no, the thing is, I don't mess with none of this stuff, right? I don't mess with the streets. I don't mess with all this so-called adult culture, this gangster culture and all that. I think it's pathetic, right? And it's all, it's BS, right? So when you see all of that, say, yeah, so you know what? They're not really about it. And it's, yeah. So see all that stuff is BS, right? So, chosen ones, stay away from all that stuff. Just do the work, right? Keep doing your business, right? Be about the Father's business, right? And that's what we got to do out here, because there's a lot of speculators, right? Those like to speculate, right? And you just gotta, you see all this stuff, man, you gotta call it out, and that's what you gotta do, right? And they always watching us, right? Some other thing, they're always watching the chosen ones, right? Watching everything we do, and always keeping tabs and watching the chosen ones, right? Because we like their entertainment to them, right? So that's what they do. So there's going to be the chosen ones. They always watching us. So yeah, everybody keep on going. Everybody take care. Also, one beautiful day and shalom.